Greetings and welcome to AX The Palace, home this year of Chapman Guitar's extraordinary exhibition. Follow me to the VIP lounge. Seven, yeah? Everyone come in, yeah? That's all good. Here you go. Yeah, just put that. Make sure that you put the light here so that you get Adrian as best as possible. Ah, man. This is the point where I really wish that Lee Anderton was here, Bea, Pete, Dave, Andy, Pablo, Joe, Manuela, all the incredible people at Chapman Guitars. I miss you all, and all of the friends and family, fraternity, brotherhood at the NAMM show, who I'm also really missing. This is kind of Chapman's attempt at doing something a little bit similar because we want to capture the spirit. I really miss all my friends and family of the NAMM show, and this is kind of the best we could do. So come and take a look at the entire Chapman Guitars range and a couple of cool new things. Starting with this absolutely stunning Stormburst. We've got two of these. Maybe, actually we've got a third on the way. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So this is the ML1 standard Stormburst. As you can see, it's stunning. This was literally inspired by a storm. And it comes with USA Seymour Duncan Pegasus and Sentient set, full fat American Duncan humbuckers. As you can see, it's an ML1 modern standard, and it's the Stormburst. Recessed bolt-on, maple neck. It's just a beautiful, beautiful guitar. I love this one, but personally, I prefer its ML3 variant, which is basically exactly the same guitar. This one just looks like some kind of jellyfish butterfly. I don't know whether I'm just being crazy. The same pickups, the same woods, and at this point I'd like to just say, if you could focus on my hand, I've been chopping up fresh turmeric root, and that's why it looks like I've got some kind of hand disease. I haven't, it's just turmeric won't leave my system. Anyway, beautiful guitar. Recently recorded the solo with this, and I was treated to its lovely medium-sized neck and incredible Duncan hot tone. So Stormburst, relatively new for us, and on the way is a baritone version, thanks to Andy Coughlin, our general manager, who thought of that idea, and it was a brilliant idea, to be honest with you. Moving along, here we have, come, why don't you? I'll make you a coffee in a minute if you want, we'll order room service, because it's the VIP lounge. You need one, bro. So, my favourite guitar of the entire range. In the middle of recording an album using this actual guitar and a couple of others similar. This is the ML3 Pro Traditional. Man, I am so humbled, blown away, and continually pinching myself that we make this guitar. It is so nice. Carved top, just baked maple neck, recessed bolt-on. It's got the hip shot locking open gear tuners that look great, and they're really quick to change a string. Stainless steel frets, glow in the dark side dots, so you can charge them up with a torch and send you on the stage, and you'll be able to see everything that's going on. Again, all of the Pro range come with Seymour Duncan pickups. This is the Hot Telly set. It's got brass bits here, it's a three-way, you know everything else about this guitar really. Comes in 3 different finishes. This is the first finish, which I really like. But although the most popular one is behind me on the bed, which is where I'd like to be right now, this is my favourite of the finishes, Argent Metallic. Man, this guitar has been in my actual bedroom for the last, I'm going to say 3 weeks. I've written 2 tracks on it, I've written 1 solo on it, and this is my quickly escape from the kids for 10 minutes and just play some guitar, and I really love this finish. There's something about it that just reminds me of Jane's Addiction and all sorts of stuff from my youth. I love it, and I hope that you love it too. So that's the ML3 Pro Traditional. There is one more, I'll show you in a minute. It's the most popular one. Moving along to something that we did for our friends at Thomann in Germany. We've got a long-standing relationship with Thomann. We wanted to do something special to celebrate the relationship because they're great guys. Actually, Dominic, who heads up marketing and other bits at Thomann, I've known Dominic for about 8 to maybe 9 years now, when he worked at Shadow Pickups, and I did reviews for him from my bedroom in Wiltshire. Anyway, with Thomann, we wanted to make a tip of the hat to the traditional J type of guitar. So this is, as you can probably read on the back, the ML2J. You can guess what J stands for. By the way, in my nail, you see this little bit of blue? That's Play-Doh, because both of my children like to eat it and I had to fish it out of their mouths this morning. This is the ML2J Traditional. And I really love, well, I love lots of things. Dave Hollingworth, bassist for Dorje and Tosca, is also Chapman Guitars designer. And I love the work that he put into this. The pick guard looks really cool. For some reason it looks classic, and yet it's up to date. It's got a Chapman own P90 style pickup. It's just a beautiful, beautiful guitar. Intonatable bridge. I love it. Recently used that in a video and was kind of surprised at how versatile one P90 can be. Though I don't know why, because I love P90s. This is the modern variant of our ML2J style guitars. Again, it's pretty much the same, but it's got a single Chapman Guitars 0 humbucker built into it. So I guess if you wanted no hum and a lot more gent, this would be the version that you might want. It's a set neck as opposed to a bolt, because we thought that was more appropriate. These are both made in Indonesia from our beautiful factory there. These are exclusively available only from Thomann, but Thomann will ship all over the world for you, and they have really good rates, and they're incredibly cool, and they'll set it up and wing it to you pretty much no matter where you are. So if you're going, wait a minute, why can't I get one in insert your country? You probably can. Go to Thomann, check them out. They're pretty affordable, obviously depending on budget. And when they're gone, they are gone. We're not making any more of these, ever. So, moving on. We looked a minute ago at the ML3 Traditional. Behind this Xenia is the ML3 Pro Modern. So this is the modern version. We call it the modern version because it's packed full of, again, Pegasus and Sentient humbuckers, USA, Seymour Duncans. I chose this set, as did other people at Chapman Guitars. We just lost the lights, but that's what happens when you're doing a video here in Malta and you know, things go wrong all the time. Anyway, this is the ML3 Pro Modern. Action-packed, full of Seymour Duncan USA Pegasus and Sentient set. I love this guitar. Personally chose the pickups. I love the clarity, and you can use it for kind of backed off crunchy rhythms, or you can mega high gain it. It is sick. Forget what we call this finish because there are so many finishes to remember the name of, but check out this cool scarfing. Again, baked maple neck, stainless steel frets, and Chapman's own hardtail, hip shot locking tuners. I forgot to take the little plastic bit off the elf door. My bad. I'll do that at some point. If you didn't like this kind of space grey type finish, it's a little bit Tesla, and you wanted something a bit more understated, then why not Abiat? Why not white? Why not snow white? This is a beautiful, chilled out version that again has been in my bedroom for about the last 3 weeks while I gent on it. Exactly the same specification, it's just white. The second white, third white guitar we have ever made, but I think the whitest of the three whites. Come with me to the boudoir, why don't you? Enter my double bedroom. It's like an Emperor king-size bed. ML1 Pro Moderns. So, ML1 Pro Modern, again, full fat Seymour Duncan humbuckers, baked maple neck. You're going to see the baked maple stainless steel on the whole Pro range. This one's in blue, obviously. It's a sand blasted ash. So what they do is they get the wood, blast it with sand, hot sand, and it knocks away the soft wood and leaves this kind of ravine type grain, which they then apply all sorts of meticulously fun colorings to. And these are neck through. Get them while you can, because that might be something that we don't do a lot more of. If you didn't want blue, then we've got some other colors, but before we do that, this is the most popular guitar I think we've been making for the last 6 months. This is the classic black ML3 Pro Traditional. This guitar, this actual one, has been everybody's friend. It has been played by hundreds of people, probably about 5 people actually, at the studio that I work at with Luke Gregg and Corner House I'm talking of. Such a great guitar. I think there's something about the colour and the way it kind of catches the light that makes it look classic. And obviously it's harking to something that we all know and love. This is our version of it. We're really proud of it. And the hot telly set from Duncan just set it on fire. It's kind of a multi-genre thing because you look at it and think, oh yeah, it's going to play classic, you know, chilled out bluesy stuff. But then if you put a little bit of gain in it, you'd be absolutely amazed, which is why I'm recording a hard rock album with this model right now. Anyway, back to the ML1 Pro Moderns. So this is our pitch black, raven black, evil dead looking black version of the ML1 Pro Modern. Again, same standard spec, except the one difference here is that this wood is not maple. It is ebony. Everything else is exactly the same, goes all the way through the body. Again, this is something that we're probably not going to be doing for a lot longer because it's expensive and difficult. And I love the way this looks. Looks like something out of Star Wars, one of the original genuine movies and not one of the imitation pretend ones recently. At some point, Lee Anderton and myself will be probably, I hope, passing Chapman guitars on to our children. So maybe Grace and Theo will take up the helm and be shooting videos for you in, I don't know, 2 years' time. Talking of Theo Chapman, he named this guitar Lava. So from now on, I'm just going to refer to this as Lava. Again, it's an ML1 Pro Modern, Duncan's Lava, ebony, everything that you want from a hot, screaming hard rock metal guitar, but you can do all sorts of things here with the 5-way, back it off and get some nice chilled out tones for playing soca or fusion jazz, stuff like that. Over here, hot blue variant of the ML3 Pro Modern. You know what the pickups are, you know what the spec is, but I'm just going to show you because it's so incredibly blue. Look how blue this is. Technically I'm in 4 bands. Every band I'm in, I'm the only member that can't play drums. I have no sense of drum timing. I got timing with guitar. I have timing if I do this, but that's the only part of my body that has timing. I think it's time for a coffee. Do you want one? I'll get you one as well, okay? Maybe too much caffeine coursing through my system right now. It's time to take a look at the incredible new ML1 Hybrid Pro series. So, Poplar Burl. My friend Adrian behind the camera here said it looked a little bit like an After 8 mint, which I actually really appreciate. I loved After 8s and wish I could salute them. We've got the Pearly Gates USA Seymour Duncan humbucker, hot stack, classic stack, giving you a myriad of tones from modern all the way through to traditional and back. Chapman tremolo, baked maple goodness, stainless steel frets. It's an ML1 Pro Hybrid. What more do you want to know other than the fact that this is pretty much Chapman's return to kind of where it started, back with the original ML1. And I love this, and I'm so grateful that Dave, our incredible designer, knocked this up and made it really special. So that's the ML1 Pro Hybrid. Comes in a couple of beautiful finishes. Here is a different color. We put the bar in this one so that you can see that it does a bar thing, but it's exactly the same spec. You may be by now familiar with Chapman's ML1 Pro X. So this is the culmination of my hopes and dreams for what we've accomplished over 10 years. It's our anniversary model. We're no longer making this. If you find one and you want it, get it, because we're not making any more of these. Very similar to the hybrids, except that rather than the Pearly Gates, this is a 59 classic trembucker, and then again, hot stack, classic stack. Bird's eye baked maple, because why not have a bird's eye baked maple so that you've got that tongue twister. Stupid monkey face on the back, harking back to the original ML1. And the trem block incantation, I am open and receptive to all good, because it's important to think good things as much as possible. Now you're probably wondering, Rob, is it possible for you to continually talk rubbish and not stop? Yes. And also, do we have any new guitars to show you? Also yes. Cunningly disguised behind these guitars you may already have witnessed are 3 new guitars. But that's not all. I'm also going to show you on my phone plans for something else that we're building. These are a lot heavier than I thought they were going to be. ML1 standard hybrids. So these are from our Indonesian factory. And these are the standard versions of our hybrid guitars. I love these. They're so beautiful to play. Nickel frets, baked maple boards, flamey maple goodness, different colors, Chapman pickups, tremolos, everything you think you might need and probably definitely do in a hybrid type guitar. This is mine because no one else is allowed to have it now. I love this one. It just connected with me in some special way. We're all familiar with that. It's a bolt-on. It's beautiful. They're relatively affordable and completely new. And my favorite color of these is the affectionately named sarsen stone. If you know what a sarsen stone is, you probably live in the UK. So yeah, 3 new guitars. We're about to order pizza. We've come to the end of this tour. I just want to show you one last thing on my phone, actually. We have an artist who I absolutely love. His name is Diego. He's from the band Lacuna Coil. If you're a fan of hard rock and metal, you'll probably know who Lacuna Coil are. And we've just finished, like 99% finished making him a signature model. The prototype isn't here. I'm not sure if this part of the video is staying in, but just in case it can, this is what we've knocked up and will be winging over to him soon. So this is his signature model ML17. It's a 7-string. As you can see, red inlays. That looks really nice. And Dave did some really clever carvings on the back and on the front to make it a little bit more ergonomic. So I'm really excited to share that with you. I really hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a little bit of the spirit of NAMM in Malta, and I can't wait to actually be at the NAMM show next year, plague pending, and hang out, relax, and see all my friends again. Much love and thanks to all the hardworking crew at Chapman Guitars. Thank you to all of you for collaborating on the designs and being involved and supporting us. Have an amazing, amazing beginning to this year. Take it easy. Chappers and Chapman Guitars, out.